In case y'all don't know, 12 minutes! See, back in my day, there were very few names more feared than me. Hello everybody, my name is King. Can I even emote? Hello everybody, my name is King Quad. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Of course, I know it's been a very long time. Fortnite has currently reverted everything back to the original stuff. You guys can see all of this art. The 50 versus 50 that was before Team Rumble. Fortnite stuff is all back. The Save the World, I mean, I don't think that's ever changed. And it's really cool to see, but I want to check it out for myself as someone who's played since season 1 very strong. I want to go over everything, of course, but first, if you guys are new, consider using code KingCoatl in the item shop, KINGCOATL. That is our supporter creator code. Helps me out a lot. I want to do a quick little rundown on this battle pass. Give my OG opinion on this stuff. This is cool. I like this a lot. And then it has a little banner too. Let's just start, you know? Spectra Knight. That looks like the Excalibur a little bit. It looks like you can customize your own knight, which I think is this skin right here. We have Shardfall. This is pretty cool. We're Rift inspired. We have the Knight's Honor here. Spectra Slasher, which honestly does look like a mix between the looks like kind of like a mix between the Excalibur from season 2 and one of my favorite sights, probably like my, I don't know, second or third favorite sight at this point, is this, the Skull Sickle, right? It has the same glow to it, same vibe, same shard color. It is really cool. Flashback breakdown. Hey. Okay. So the emote's a mix between a couple things, right? First off, it's the Ride the Pony. This is from season 2, which was made traversal a couple seasons after when that was a thing. It's also mixed with this. This is the other main one, which has the actual tempo and everything. This is from Napoleon Dynamite. If you don't know, now you know. Finally, we have the Spectra Knight. Now this is pretty interesting. It has like the rift coming off of the collar. That's pretty cool. I like that. So this is inspired obviously by the Red Knight, which was inspired by the Black Knight. Black Knight was the first quote-unquote tier 100 skin in Fortnite. Before it was tier 100, it was tier, I think it was 70? 70 or 75, I think it was 70. And whenever you see a Black Knight in the game, it was the most terrifying thing ever, right? Season after that was John Wick, and then it just carried on from that point forward. I know one of the big things they're doing this season is like remixes. So we have a lot of skins that have remixes. You see Lil Whip and Peely mixed together in one skin, Raven and Cuddle Team Leader, and it looks like Rex, and I can't tell who that is at the end, but I'm sure I will later. Lil Split, okay. Those the Beastie Boys? That's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie, they kind of did their thing with that. Also, we got this just kind of for logging in. Chapter Fortnite OG, Season Fortnite OG, which I guess is the season we're on now, because why not? Metro? You're telling me Metro Boomin did a remix of the Fortnite? Dude, what kind of world do we live in? Now, something very interesting, right, is after the OG song went from the lobbies, they remixed it in Season 6 for the first time of Chapter 1. Obviously, this is all Chapter 1 stuff. They did a remix that had like a little bit of a added onto it. And then in Season X, 4 seasons later, they added the original OG back. So we're gonna be rocking that. Dispense some sweet justice. That is a crazy statement. A little split here. The split is bananas, right? So we got 2 different styles for this. Strawberry little split. They did their thing, bro. These are pretty good remixes. We have the Matcha Peely Whip. This is all just remix stuff with a green colorway. So we only get, what, 4 skins in this battle pass? I love how they gave him like the Fortnite kid hair. That's hilarious, bro. We have the Renegade Lynx. So this is Renegade Raider and Lynx. So it looks like they brought everything back. Quad Crashers, the RPGs. They got the biplanes back. Renegade Rust Cat. 02297. I don't know what the map looks like, bro. Are they bringing back the Scientist? Are you gonna bring back the Scientist? 100 V-Bucks. We get Renegade Lynx. Okay. So she has like the little face mark of the Renegade Raider and the hat. Very interesting. Darkstorm Renegade Lynx. This is a cool colorway. Darkstorm Raiders Wayfarer. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So it shifts colors. So season 7 is what it was, right? This is obviously Lynx, in case you don't know. Has the same exact colors, and she turns into a cat the more you go on with the leveling up system. But you guys can see they added a bunch of these later on. I think it only went up to 3, and then stage 4, I think. Her armor does color grade shift between red and blue, and has a little bit of purple in between. So this is really cool. This is obviously where they got the inspiration for that. So this is really cool, bro. I like what they're doing, a lot of this callback stuff. Doze Dab. Please don't ever do that again. Darkstorm Scratch Mark Shredder. That is a mouthful. Balls. We got Darkstorm Renegade Links. Wow. I wish they would have gave her sleeves or something. Really cool though. You guys can see the inspiration from that. A raider on her 9th life. Probably the 9th variant that they've done. Omega Rock. I know. Everybody is haunted by the Omega light colors. Did they bring back the Viking ship on the west side of the map? Apocalypse Shroud. Okay. And then we have Omega Rock. There can only be one true harbinger of fate. I have to see it. I have to see it. The Visitor. I said the scientist earlier. Is the Visitor gonna come back? Obviously, that was a remix between 2 different skins, right? We have the Omega. Went up all the way to stage 4. There's actually a stage 5 that I never got. And then we have Ragnarok, which was the season after that's tier 100 skin. He was also one of the level up skins where you can slowly, with the more XP you get after you unlock him, you start getting different colorways and variants. They added this later, the no shoulder pad, but he went up to stage 5, which was the final look. Super cool. I remember all the hype around this dude. One of my favorite tier 100s to this day. And it looks like they remixed 2 of the best tier 100 skins of all time and merged it into one skin. So this is really cool. I like how they did this Omega Rock, Ragnarok, and Omega. Of course, you guys saw he does upgrade all the way. Both of the skins upgrade up to stage 5. So no way, the Winter's Onslaught. So this is a reference to Permafrost, which was, at the time that this came out, probably my favorite pickaxe in the entire game. This was obviously associated with Ragnarok in Season 5, the Harbinger set, and has a beautiful, beautiful color scheme. And one of the best sounds ever. So I want to see if they kept that. Close enough, honestly. So contrails weren't a thing until Season 3. So around this time, around Season 5 is when they started to get a little more creative in their approach to contrails. So you got Frostburn. That's nice. So this is based off of the dragon that you can purchase in the store, along with Omega did get a female variant, and it's something that they would do like a gender swapped tier 100 skin that you could purchase in the item shop at any given time, as opposed to Battle Pass exclusives. But one of the first ones, chronologically, I think actually the first, was the female version of Ragnarok that they did, which was Valkyrie. She came with some wings, really cool stuff. Honestly, to this day, probably one of my favorite back blings of all time. Last but not least, the Harbinger Armor Omega Rock. There can only be one true Harbinger of Fate. Look at this. So his neck lights, the lights that come from his neck are obviously inspired from the beard of Ragnarok, the horns and everything, but the top half of the mask takes a lot of inspiration from Omega, all of the lights that come off of the armor, a lot of the stuff. They have the circles around the ribs and everything. They did their thing with this set. So one thing very interesting to note is you only have to reach level 46 to get all of the stuff, as opposed to like 86 or 92 or whatever it usually is. There's only 7 pages, and this lasts until December 2nd, so looks like you have just about a month to grind out all of this stuff. Really cool stuff as an OG myself, you know, revisiting all of this stuff is really cool. So I'm excited to see what they did. Scratch Mark Shredder, which is obviously Lynx's. I'll pull it up, man. I'll pull it up since everyone's asking. So Lynx in Season 7 came with the Scratch Mark, right? This was pretty cool, very simplistic. I remember a lot of people didn't like this. You could change his colors to it, which was pretty new back then. In my opinion, you know, looking back on it, it is something that a lot of people I think took for granted, because we didn't realize how good it was. You know, back then, like all of the stuff prior to this, we had stuff like the Guandao, we had stuff like the Skull Sickle, of course Cat's Claw, one of my favorite of all time, the Crowbar. All of this stuff that came prior to that was really sought after, you know? So looking back on it, I think a lot of people did take it for granted. And we have the Magmatic Renegade Lynx, which is a reference to Renegade Raider. She got the fire version of the Renegade Raider, which I think might be in the shop, and more stuff to be revealed. If you guys are new, consider subscribing, as I do post content like this daily, and this has been your OG Fortnite player reacts to Fortnite OG. Definitely look forward to some gameplay. I'm gonna play it in the future, let you guys know how I feel about all of the gameplay, all of, you know, they're bringing back vehicles, they're bringing back a lot of different things from all Season 1 through Season X, so I can't wait to see it. Have a great day, stay safe, take care, peace, adios, and of course, until next time, bye bye, y'all.